1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome, folks. All right, today we're going to talk about peach trees, A to Z, everything you need to know. I'm in zone 9A or 9B, Vegas, and I'm going to give you as much information I can on peach trees, what I've learned, the do's and the do-nots. Let's just jump right into it. Peach trees are great. They work great in our hot climates if you're trying to think about something to grow. And actually, they grow well in a variety of climates. You'll have so many peaches that you don't even know what to do with. You can can them, jar them, make preserves like jams and jellies. You can make syrups, put them in little desserts. You could definitely dry them, make them into little chips. Great for long road trips. What I like to do though is make a nice peach cobbler. Crispy, delicious. Look, first and foremost, I'm a cook. I always thought there's something about being able to use your own ingredients and make your own little dishes. And this is right from my own backyard. I'm not gonna get explosive diarrhea from this. Like, look at that. I wish you could smell this. It's a great thing. You can add yourself some vanilla ice cream. Maybe drizzle a little caramel over this. To die for. Cobbler's nice and hot. Heat in the sweet. Got the cold of the ice cream. Man, changing lives in your own backyard, and it just tastes so much better when it comes from yourself. Let's get to it. First thing is to pick a tree that's best for your area. You want to look at the chill hours. In Vegas and hot zones like this, we probably get 200 or so chill hours. So you're just going to base that on your zone, and then possibly look for something that says Dwarf or a Dwarf rootstock. You don't have to worry about how high they get. I personally don't like standing on stools and have to stand on ladders to get things. I want to be able to just reach out and touch them without needing any extras. I don't want to stand on somebody's shoulders. And in reality, guys, you don't need to put these in the ground. These can be grown in pots. I would suggest starting with anything with 15. This is kind of true to like everything I grow. Start with, I only use pretty much 15 and 25 gallon pots. Start with something that's 15. If you have a family or it's just you, putting it in the ground, only thing that's going to be different is that they're going to need, they're going to make more fruit. So if it's just feeding a couple people, you really don't need to have anything. And with peach trees, they will give until they die. So we're talking hundreds and hundreds of fruit when it's in the ground. If it's just you and your family, I'll show you, like, all you need is a pot. You don't need to put it in the ground. I'm telling you. Now, the most important thing is soil. Soil is so important for everything. I made a video on this on how to make soil, but you can follow that if you like. But it needs to be pretty well draining. And we're talking cactus mix levels of drainage. Like, just look at this stuff. Look how well drained it is. We got all sorts of inert and media that holds everything that's beneficial. The soil doesn't break down. We're not going to have any issues with root rot. I'll leave a link to how I do my soil at the end of this video. And the idea with watering is that I keep everything moist. I don't overwater. In fact, I probably water less than people that will leave their water on for 30 minutes or so. We're talking short increments, 3 to 4 times a day, 3 to 4 minutes at a time. Nothing crazy. And that's, of course, based on your pot size, right? Now, if you do these in the ground, you're going to do it on a mound. My goodness. And the reason why you're doing that is for air circulation. Like, if you have it in the ground, our soil sucks. There's a lot of clay and things down there that'll hold that water. It becomes now a pot without that water being able to escape. So you do a mound, you allow the drainage to happen, and great things happen after. The outermost layer is where we're going to put our mulch. Now, this works as a fertilizer as well as it keeps in that moisture. I've kind of shied away from doing basic mulch. I just use things like this, manures and grow mulch and bark and things like that, things that'll break down and it'll feed. You want to kind of think of how things are in the wild. What do they look like? This goes on top, not in the soil, on top of the soil. Now, not only am I getting fertilization from the compost, that's given a certain type of roundedness to that fertilization schedule, I'm also adding things that are slow release. I really like Osmocote or something that's organic like this stuff. It really isn't so specific. Generally, the numbers are the same, 444s or 777s. Peach trees are not super picky, so whatever you're putting on there, it's going to like. Like these guys will fruit. I've had times when I forgot to fertilize and they still just put out. But having a mulch that's decaying and breaking down, as well as a fertilizer in your above your soil, both breaking down, kind of gives you that rounded support of nutrients. About springtime, you'll generally start to see flowering, and that's where the magic happens. You can wait for now or later. Like I said earlier, peach trees will give and give and give until they die. So you really want to do some thinning. In fact, for the first year, 2 years, up to 3 years, depending on how small the tree is, don't even get fruit off of it. Make sure to take everything off, at least that first 2 years. Let the roots establish, and then after that, you want to allow it to fruit. What this does, it gives the time for the tree to get used to where it's at, the roots to grow and fill out, and then after that, you let it fruit. And some trees are self-thinning, peach trees are not. Now then, when it's ready, you go around and you'll start thinning. You really want to give at least 4, 5, 6 inches in between each fruit. You're gonna have so much fruit on here that it's crazy. You're gonna not see it. Some of this greenness is gonna blend into the leaves, and you gotta really, once it starts fruiting, you gotta come out here every couple days to a week or so just to look at the tree and see if anything else is growing in. Believe me, you want bigger, juicier fruit, not a bunch of small, malnourished fruits. You want to give those branches enough space to send its energy, its love, and everything to each fruit. In this case, less is more. Now here you don't really have to worry so much about pests. There are some. You can do sprays and things like that. I try not to do that. The way that I cover my tree really helps. But once your tree your fruits start coming in and start to make color, like you start turning from that gray to a little bit of orange, the biggest pest in this zone anyway, in this area, for me, are birds. Birds. It's not really so much the bugs. So as soon as you start to see color, the birds kind of notice it before you almost, and they'll start getting your stuff. So I like to get things netted. Look, see this fool? They just be out here just watching. And I swear this is the same one. There's always just one that just, look at this fool. Just waiting for me to go inside. Nope. He sees what I see, and he sees it through the netting. Can't get through it though. In our groups, I always see people say, let nature. Heck no! This is my yard. I'm paying to water these trees and to fertilize and I'm putting all this time into growing trees. I'm eating my fruit. Not today. What you really want to do is come out and periodically do a squeeze test. Like that's about ready. And if it gives a little bit, that means it's ready. And it really depends on how hard you want your fruit. I think it's time to harvest. Gotta go get these nets off of everything. It's finally time. Go check it out. Guys, my trees are falling over because I'm getting so much fruit. But look at this. Nice and fuzzy donut Saturn peach. It just gives a little bit. Like I squeeze it and I can see I have a little bit of a fingerprint in it. That's where I like mine. And that's a hefty peach right there. Tell me why you can't grow this in pots. Tell me why. And you should be able to just pop out the seeds in these guys. But it is pretty hairy though, I will say that much. But pop that out, got a little donut.
Backyard Central. One of these mornings
Well, look at this one. Not even sure what happened to it. It's okay though, because this will be mulch. I don't know if it was the heat. Did something get into it? Maybe a bug? I don't know. That's fertilizer, folks.
Let's grow. One of these mornings. Let's grow.
Now tell me, guys, tell me, do you need more peaches than this? Do you really need more peaches than this? You're gonna have so many peaches if it's in the ground that you're never gonna know what to do with it. And good thing I thinned. This is what happens. You get bigger quality fruit. It's about quality, not quantity.
Sugoi.
You guys, there's so much fruit on here that the tree is falling. Peaches literally on the ground. More fertilizer, compost, don't waste anything. Got some. There was a bug. There was a bug. Reflexes. Come on, man.
Backyard Central. One of these mornings. Let's grow. One of these mornings. Let's grow. One of these mornings. Let's grow. One of these mornings. Let's grow.
I mean, like, that's got to be like 50 pounds. Easily. It just keeps going. I'm gonna be sick of peaches. There's no reason. Lulz, the tree fell. So much weight in peaches, the tree fell. Peaches in containers, raised beds. How many peaches do you really need? And the thing is that you get so much fruit at once, you'll get tired of it if you have too many, unless you do other things with them. Saturn peaches. Man, these things have so much like fuzz, hair, whatever on them. I know people get the ick from these. I could see that. Like, you think about like your teeth grinding over it. I can get it. I don't want to think too much about it because maybe I'm borderline, whatever that issue is. I don't know what it's called. All right, so I selected a few to try. The donut and the harvesters. So let's get these tried. First time. I of course had to wash them. Okay. Okay. The white peach. Not bad, not bad. Alright, I just don't know how you guys eat these directly off bird poop fly ish. Yellow peach. Harvester peaches. I haven't really heard of these, but they certainly grow a lot. It's just like it's missing a little bit of the sweetness. I don't know if it's peach. Generally, the first time, you know, can never judge anything till the third time it fruits. Not bad by any means. Don't you hate when people chew like that? Triggered. It's not bad. It's just missing sweetness. It's a peach. Peach with no sweetness. This is pretty good though. That's fun. It's a lot more firmer. It's not bad. Peaches are super easy in this zone. As you saw, I did some in the pot. I had more than enough to feed my family plus some. So if you're thinking about growing this stuff, why not just do it in the pot? If you do it in the ground, you're gonna get more. Do you really need more? I've seen stories of people eating so many of the type of fruits that they don't even like the fruit anymore because you're eating peaches for 4 weeks. And the thing is, these go bad pretty fast, so what are you gonna do? One of these days I'm gonna do the farmer's market though. Our farmer's market here scene kind of sucks, all the ones I've been to. And a lot of people don't know you can actually grow this stuff here. And the ones that are there, they're not generally from here, so wouldn't that be cool? Let me know what you think about that. That's it for this one. Peaches. Zone 9. In this heat. No issues. In pots. Grow bags. I'm telling y'all be thinking I'm tripping. It's funny how everything comes to life this time of year. Bugs everywhere. Anyway, did I miss anything? Leave me some comments below. What do you think about this? I've heard that Desert King's really good. I'm kind of in that area where it's like you start zeroing in on the stuff that you really like. Maybe some things that are easy, maybe doing things that you really like the taste of, and getting rid of some of the things that you don't like. I always you want to give things, like I said, 3 years to fruit, and then after that 3rd year, then you can decide if you want to keep it or not, because first fruits are never going to be the best. So we shall see. I've proven it's super easy, guys. Don't let people get you down about this stuff. You can do it in pots, containers. Like I said, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about any of this. Did I miss anything? Concerns? Questions? More importantly, though, one of these mornings, I'm gonna get you the garden. Let's grow.